Weekend was great. Oh, my weekend was great as well. It was really nice. You know, I got to spend some time with my friend Jenny. We had a pool day, and my youngest son was in Missouri doing his esports competition, and they got third in the nation. So that was pretty freaking awesome. Did a lot of gardening. Oh, that's perfect. Spent it with family at the beach. Oh, I want to go to the beach. Oh, you live in Missouri. Nice. Yeah, what was interesting is, so they live streamed the competitions. I wasn't able to go. So they live streamed the competitions, and I was watching it. And I'm not mom that's like, you know, like, get the ball and all that other stuff. I'm supportive. I'm not the Karen type of mom, right? And so I thought it would be funny to pull a card to see, you know, I was like, how they were going to do in the competition. And I just walked in, cut the deck, and we got the Six of Wands. And I was like, how perfect is that? Because what was interesting is they didn't win the whole national tournament, but they got third in the nation, and then they got recognized by the commissioner of the whole thing. And he was complimenting them on how great of kids they are and how great they did and stuff like that. So when we see the Six of Wands is about support and being recognized. So I thought that was pretty freaking cool. I mean, the cards don't lie, right? And even the boys were saying, they were like, you know, we didn't win the whole thing. And these are teenagers, okay? 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. And they're like, you know, I wasn't mad like I thought I was going to be when we didn't win that last match. And I was like, oh, that's good. You know, they're like, we honestly feel like we did, in a sense, win. And I was like, yeah, you're freaking third in the nation. It's awesome. So that was exciting. I was proud of them. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Thank you all for the gifts and everything. But yeah, I mean, he plays Rocket League, and he's on a school team. That was the school team that went. And then next week, he's going to Orlando to play in a tournament. And I'm like, dude, you're traveling more than me right now. It's awesome. I love it. But they had a great time. So it's a great experience. All right. If you're new here, welcome in. We do this every Monday and Friday. We come together. We pull cards for the week because we want to know what's coming up for us. We want to know how to use these cards. I mean, I just put the card back. Anyways, you know, I pulled the Six of Wands. Well, that gave me an indication of what was going to happen for the competition. So when I pull the cards for the day, it's going to give you an indication of what's going to happen or what energy you can use throughout that day, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to align the heart chakra, and then y'all are going to pick the deck, and then we're going to get started, okay? These conversations are so enlightening, so fun, and I love to see how the cards play out in your life. So feel free to let me know how it resonates. Feel free to ask questions about the cards if you have questions. Yeah, we'll go over everything, okay? So all you do right now is just breathe and listen to the bowls sing. That's all you're going to do. You're going to let it align with your heart chakra, which clearly I need because I'm stumbling over my words. Let's go. Just relax and breathe. In your nose, out your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. Now let's collectively take one super deep breath in. Fill up your lungs, pick it all up, pick up all the heaviness. Now blow it out quickly. Okay? Normally you'll do slow breaths, but when you're picking up something to get it out, you blow it out with force, okay? No, I probably won't get to go to Orlando either because, well, I mean, I don't even know. I want to. I'm gonna try, but depends on like the hotels down there if there's any available and what their rate is. Because the last place there was like $250 a night, and I was like, ooh, can't be paying $1,000 for just a few days. So, yeah. Thank you. It's my favorite bowl. It's called the Big Mama Bowl. What in the world? Okay, so let's get our fairy blessing for the week, and then y'all are gonna choose the tarot deck that I use, okay? So what is our fairy blessing for this week? What is our fairy blessing for this week? Oh, right quick. Do you remember how on Saturday we had the moon in reverse? This is why we do this, okay? When we had the moon in reverse, the reading was don't ignore your intuition, right? So on Saturday, I was coming home from my friend Jenny's house and just driving down the road, minding my own business, and all of a sudden this big black truck comes running up behind me and tailgated me. And I was like, okay, like there was nowhere I could go because there was a car in front of me. So I was like, whatever. And then all of a sudden he went around and I'm thinking, okay, he's just going to keep on going, right? Something in my intuition was like, you need to pay attention. And I had my phone and I didn't listen to this part of my intuition, but I did listen to the other part. Something in my intuition told me you need to hit record, but I didn't because I'm thinking, okay, he's going to go on. But then something else was like, pay attention. All of a sudden, so there's a car here, I'm right here, and all of a sudden this guy just, I mean, swerves right into my lane. I mean, like I was halfway, up on his truck, right? So he would have sideswiped me. I would have hit the curb and probably flipped my car had I not been paying attention and been ready to slam on the brakes. I saved myself and him from an accident, and this person, apparently, from what I hear from other people in the area, it's not their first time to do this to somebody. And so I did finally hit record after that, and I got their license plate, and I did report it to the police just in case something else happens and they have that license plate. But if I wasn't listening to my intuition, he would have sideswiped me, and I probably would have rolled because I would have hit that curb, So this is why I do these readings, so you can use this information to really help you navigate through the day and to wake you up to pay attention. Because if you're wondering why you're not successful in certain things, it's probably because you're not paying attention, okay? People miss so much because they don't pay attention and they don't read. That's the truth, okay? So, needless to say, I was a little shaken up by that, but thank God that I was being divinely guided and protected, and, I lived to see another day. It was crazy. Okay, so, all right, so let's get our fairy blessing. I just wanted to share that with y'all because that was a major arcana. Major arcana are like the big wake-up calls like, hey, pay attention. And so we had that in reverse. It's like if you ignore your intuition this weekend, then it could indicate that you're going to have some sort of like negative thing happen, okay? So let's see. What is our fairy blessing for the week? Ooh, a blessing of power, number 25. Okay? So a blessing of power, what does that mean? It means you have the power. You are being supported. You are being guided. You are the one in control here. So this is why I say it's really important to pay attention and if you're really into something or you're wanting to accomplish something, you have the power to make sure that happens or it doesn't happen. Okay? If you're not paying attention, if you're not reading, if you're not doing the things, there's a lot of people that miss out on classes that I put on and things like that because they don't read the full email. They don't follow the instructions, And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you missed out because I put it more than once in the email and you didn't read it. That is not my fault. That is yours. You know, you have to take responsibility and pay attention. Okay. So you have the power here. You can be presented with opportunities, but if you don't look up, if you don't pay attention, if you don't read, if you don't take initiative, then you're going to miss them every single time. Okay. So this week is giving you the blessing of power. What is it that you can initiate, or what is it that you can stop that you don't want to happen? Okay. It goes both ways because with this being number 25, 2 is decisions, it's choice, it's balance, okay? 5 is change, it's a pivotal moment. And then when we bring them together, it's 7. 7 is that highly spiritual number. So it's like, okay, you're being presented with this opportunity to make a decision of change, okay? And it's up to you now. Ball's in your court, okay? Some weeks ago, I had a similar experience with thanks for your readings. You were saved from an accident. Oh, you're saved from an accident also. Well, I'm glad that you're okay too. I listened to it because I had a soon-to-be major car problem that almost happened to my car. Yeah, man, you have to pay attention. Good morning, Miss Denise. Oh, was it glitching? So y'all, let's choose the deck. I gotta make sure this one stays close. Okay, deck number 1, the Wizard's Tarot. Deck number 2, the Pulp Tarot. Y'all put 1 or 2 in the comments. Please only vote once. And y'all help me keep track of which one is winning. So 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Okay, I saw that right quick. How do you know intuition versus ego? Your intuition is going to be something that's beneficial to you. Your ego is going to be something that, you know, you want just for the sake of wanting. You know, it's not something that's going to save you. It's not something that's going to push you forward. It most likely will keep you in like stagnancy. But your intuition is like, hey, pay attention to this. Or, hey, move this way. It's that little, that gut instinct that you have, okay? So it looks like 1 is winning. Can y'all confirm? 1 or 2? I know y'all like this one too. This one also. 1 is winning on Instagram. Thank you, Anne. Okay, so yes, 1s are winning. All right, cool. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. So let's see what is coming up for us this week. We're going to look at Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, we're going to look at Friday through Sunday. Let me cleanse and shuffle. 1s have it on IG. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I know it's you, Anne. Yes, got to be careful. Spiritual ego. No shit. If somebody, you know, there's a person on TikTok who everybody is calling out now because he's an astrologer. And he says that he has broken the code to astrology. He has, excuse me, fixed astrology, and nobody can read his way, or they're stealing and all this other stuff, and very, very narcissistic. And he was building an alleged cult, and people are now speaking out about him. And you have to be very careful. There's another person on here. It's a female. She calls herself on TikTok. She calls herself the best tarot reader on this app, or the best tarot reader ever. And I'm like, really? Okay. You go on with your bad self then. And it's all marketing. It's all marketing. And people eat it up. So you have to be careful of what you're listening to, who you're following, things like that. Look out for that ego. Because I can sit here and say, I study tarot, I teach tarot. The way that I teach is what's been taught for generations. But I will never say that I am the only source. I will never say that you can only learn from me, because that would be cult-like. That is crazy. Okay? Oh, it wasn't Jay Shetty, but I've heard lots about him as well. Like, he's a poser. So, yeah. What if something calls out to you, but the colors reflect the other situations? Can you expand on that so I can understand what you mean? My instincts tell me if you're authentic. Yes, Gina, I like that. I was meditating last night and asked about the Fae being around me and immediately heard yes. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, let me finish and then we'll get to the reading of the days. But I just wanted to share that with y'all since Jamie did bring up a good point. Yeah, be very careful with spiritual ego, okay? We are not here to say that we're the best. Like, people that claim, well, I'm a astrologer to the celebrities, or I'm a tarot reader to the celebrities. Who gives a shit? They're all people. I've read celebrities, but I don't boast about it because to me, they're just people, just like us. We don't put others on a pedestal above ourselves. We're all the same, and we all have different vibrations, different personalities, but as far as like importance, we're all the same, I don't get it. All right, let's see. What is coming up for us this week? What do we need to know from Monday through Thursday? Like I said, I'm going to pull one card for each day, and we'll talk about it one by one. Okay, for Monday today, we have the Page of Cups, okay? Now, if you're learning tarot, pages are always messengers, apprentices, or young people, all right? So it would be a great day for you to spend time with your children, okay? Doing something they love. There could be an opportunity for you to receive a message of fulfillment, okay? Now, it's going to be different for everybody. This is a collective reading. So this messenger could be bringing you news of an opportunity. So it would be an email, it would be a text, a phone call, something that's going to give you fulfillment, okay? You could also receive a psychic message today, something that's very profound to you, and you're like, holy crap, like, how did that even happen? Okay, this is why I always tell you, pay attention, because if you don't, if you get distracted, like children often are distracted, very ADD, then you're going to miss the message. Okay, don't miss the message. And really, here, with you having the blessing of power, there would be something coming in to where you're like, oh, I've been waiting on this, I've been doubting this, and here it is. Okay, again, it's going to be different for everybody, but this is something, this is like, pages, when you think about pages, like I said, they're messengers or apprentices. It could be something that you're wanting to learn. You're beginning or you're receiving an opportunity to learn something new that brings you this fulfillment. Maybe it's a new psychic practice. Maybe you're learning tarot. Maybe you're learning astrology. Maybe you're learning numerology, whatever it is, okay? But apprentices, pages were the young people back in the day who would run from like kingdom to kingdom, or whoever to whoever to deliver messages, right? Because obviously they didn't have cell phones and stuff like that back in the day. So they would deliver messages, and also they were learning a new craft. So they were very eager to learn, very eager to pay attention, because this is the path that they chose that they're going to grow in, okay? So all of that energy is available today, all right? So let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the 10 of Wands. Now, when this is showing up as an energy of tomorrow, the 10 of Wands is about a heavy burden. It's about carrying a heavy load. So it could also indicate that you're at the end of a difficult project that you've been working on for a long time. And you're finally like, holy cow, I can finally like be finished. And you're like, okay? So it's going to be different for everybody, but the 10 of Wands is like carrying this energy, pushing this energy along. Now, this could be positive or negative, right? So if you're, let's say, at work and you feel like you have all of this responsibility on your back, you're like, I can't do this myself. I need to delegate all of this. if you feel like there's so many people coming at you, expecting things from you, and you're like, let me set a boundary right here because this is too much. If you're dealing with an old situation that has been weighing on you, tomorrow it might weigh pretty heavy to where you finally release it. You're like, you know what? I've had enough. Okay? So again, it's going to be different for everybody. It's like you're either finishing a project, you've hit your point of like, I've had enough, right? You've had your fill of this situation. You're like, okay, I'm done. You feel a lot of burdens maybe at work or in your family. And you're like, look, I can't do this all on my own, and I refuse to do this all on my own. Okay? But you have to speak up. Remember, you have the blessing of power. So it's all on you if you are going to speak up or not, if you're going to delegate or not, if you're going to set the boundary or not, if you're going to lay the baggage down or not. Okay? Make sense? You're a celebrity? Yes, you are, Anne. Was there another card left out in the box? Are you talking to me, Jamie? About my shirt? Or are we talking about somebody else? Yes, up to us to be Thanos or Iron Man. I like that. You needed to hear that? Good. Let's see. You got here just in time. Domingo, you're a big deal in your own mind. That's true. You know what? I forgot to share my little screenshot with our group. I have evidence, you guys, of how he texts me. Just came in, the last words you said, if you're going to lay down or not. Needed to hear that. Okay, good. Good. That happens all the time. People show up to these readings all the time. They're like, oh, I've never come across, but whatever you're saying, I needed to hear. And it's like, yeah, the universe is guiding you here. So I'm glad you're here to hear it. Okay, this is from Free People, I think. I don't remember what the sweatshirt is called. I want to say like Kerrigan or something like that. I don't know, but it's got different ones with different print on it. I saw somebody had one on TikTok, and the video was reversed. I thought it said 81, but it actually said 18, because I was like, 81, that's the year that I was born. So I ran to the website to go look at it, and I realized it was 18. And then I saw the Texas one. I was like, well, of course, got to get the Texas one because that's where I'm from. So, okay, let's look at Wednesday. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Wednesday, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is the best card in the Aces, okay? This is something of significance is going to happen for you in a positive way on Wednesday, okay? The universe is like, here, right? It's like it's about time, here. This is significant, okay? So this could be you're getting a raise at work, you're getting a promotion, you're getting a new job, you are getting a proposal, you're getting a gift, you're receiving some sort of money maybe that you've been waiting on. It's something, okay? So Wednesday, expect something significant to come into your life. And the pentacles are the physical, okay? This could be an invitation somewhere, right? Because remember, we have the page saying, hey, there's something coming. It might be me telling you, hey, there's something coming, right, in this very session. And so it's telling you, hey, be prepared, there's something coming. And then Tuesday you're like, God, you know, this is so heavy. I don't know. I'm doubting all of this. I've got so much responsibility, so much going on. And remember, you're in control. You have the blessing of power, all right? And then Wednesday, whenever you decide to drop all that burden, all that fear, all that worry, here you go. And also, I just got in my head, On Tuesday, because the wands also represent intuition, you might have a very strong intuition that something is coming, but it feels like a disturbance. Okay? It's sometimes very hard to differentiate when something like you're feeling that energy of something brewing that's coming up, like you're fixing to go through a cycle, and you feel it more as anxiety because you don't recognize the energy, or you're like, I don't know where this is coming from, whatever it is, okay? And that may be what you're feeling on Tuesday, and then it's like, boom, here it comes, this level up, this gift of significance. And it's like the universe is going, you deserve this. This is like your VIP pass to whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, okay? So something brand new, something, like I said, of significance. This is the best ace in the tarot, okay? So on Thursday, what does that say? Ooh, I like it. The Devil in reverse. Freeing yourself of everything that binds you. Okay? Remember, you have the blessing of power, right? And it takes your own personal power to walk away from this negative, toxic, oppressive energy, right? So we have all of this like energy going like this throughout the week, and then bam, on Thursday, it's like no toxicity, which makes me happy because I'm going to have to see some people that have been toxic on Thursday, and I'm like, you know what? It's going to be fine, you know? I'm going to go have a good time, and I'm not going to get sucked into anybody's negativity, right? So this is a positive card for me for sure for Thursday because it's a significant event that I'm going to. And so yeah, this is all about you taking that power to not let yourself get sucked in, to not let yourself go back into fear mode, to not go back to a low vibe situation to where you know it wasn't right for you, right? Because you're working so hard to get to where you are right now, to better yourself. Why in the hell would you go back, right? So on Thursday, there might be an old scenario come back around and you're like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not going backwards. I refuse to go backwards, okay? It could be that you decide to step away from addiction. So you're like, you know what? I want to go sober. Addiction can be anything. It doesn't have to be just substances. Sober can be anything. It's you not participating in that addiction, okay? Lots of things. You're just deciding, you know what? I'm not going back to that. I've had enough because it's been holding me back in significant ways, and I'm done with it. So this is very exciting this week. So if you're here listening to this message, your energy is mixed in to this reading, okay? So this does affect you. We have the Fool. Look at that. A new path, a new journey. You're right, Ashley. You have to deal with the whole situation too. Well, I know Ashley personally. We're going to the same event. So yeah, we got each other. So we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. The Fool is a new exciting journey. This is you following your intuition. And remember also, look at that. The star is right behind the Fool. Okay, but I want to talk about the Fool because the Fool, you know, a lot of people think it's like an ignorant person. It's like somebody that's just like, oh, I'm just going to go for it. No, they have their intuition. Where's their, this is a different, yeah, there's a little dog right there. Okay, that's their companion. That's their spiritual companion, right? It's like your spirit guides, the divine, and they have this knapsack. Well, why do they have this knapsack right here? Because this is all they need in order to move forward, to go on this new journey. They're not taking all of this baggage. There's no room for that, okay? So all they're taking is everything, every bit of knowledge and spiritual connection that they need in order to move forward, in order to pivot into this new exciting experience, okay? So we have the Fool hiding underneath, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles on Wednesday, all right? So the Fool is guided by their intuition. They are like, you know what? Let me just see what happens. I've never experienced this before, so let me be curious about what's coming up next. Because I know I'm just packing the essentials. I'm just taking everything that I've learned, everything that I've experienced. I've got my trusty companion with me, so I don't have to worry about anything like that. And they just go. Okay? So whatever this significance is here, it's telling you that you have the ability and you have the power to just go. Say yes if it's an opportunity that you know is going to be good for you, right? We're not going to, back to old ways. We're not letting fear hold you back. You're like going for it. Because think about the devil in reverse here. It's like you've got to make a decision, right? We were talking about decisions earlier because this is number 25. 2 is decisions. So we have this devil sitting here and he's the one that's going, you can't do this. Think about all the stuff that you failed at in the past. How is this going to be anything different? You don't have what it takes. You're going to fail. Everybody's going to laugh at you. Everybody's going to talk about you. And you hear that just going over and over and over in your mind. Well, when the devil shows up in reverse, you're telling him to shut the fuck up. And I say him lightly, it's your own ego. Telling it to shut the fuck up and you go for it. Okay? Remember how I told you need to give yourself permission to receive? Give yourself permission to do something for yourself, to receive whatever it is that you're wanting. This is how you do that. Okay? You take control and you move forward. And you're like, I'm not listening to this negativity. I'm not going to talk myself out of another situation just because I'm doing what other people expect me to do. How many people have been there, right? You're in a situation and everybody has something to say. Oh, you should do that. Oh, you should, you really should be the bigger person. Or can't you just do... Nope. Sometimes being the bigger person is you setting that boundary and you're like, I'm not doing this. Okay? Thank you. So I hope this is resonating. And here, like I said, we have the star behind the Fool. And the star is about wishes granted. It is feeling hopeful. It is connection. It's about society and your circle. And I mean, it's just, this is something that's going to benefit you. Okay? But you have to decide, because remember, you have the power to go forward or you have the power to not. It is up to you. Right? I get on my soapbox every now and then. Really feeling that right now, needing to move on, but haven't yet. It's not easy. It is simple, but it's not easy. But you have to, at some point, decide how long am I willing to stay in this situation and cause myself to be unhappy? Am I willing, am I brave enough to rip the Band-Aid off and allow myself to finally heal? Okay? I named my ego. It's helped me call her out. Ooh, and distinguish her voice from my own. I like that. Nice. Yeah, you can't fool the fool. You pulled the Fool for water signs this week. Okay. That's interesting because we got the page today, right? So, yeah. And the water signs, it all begins with that intuition, with that feeling, right? So, yeah. All I took was my TVs and peace out. Yeah, you sure did. Have a lot of endings and new beginnings happening right now. Good for you, Lindsay. Good for you all. Okay, so let's get some oracle. I mean, this feels like a really strong message. It's like, man, it is all on you and your decisions. And you know that not deciding is deciding. Okay? Not making a choice is choosing, because you're choosing not to do anything. And you're going to suffer because of that. Okay? How many times have you needed to make a tough decision and you didn't, and this suffering just lingered on and on and on until finally you were really pushed out of a situation and it was just devastating, right? Because it was so much harder than it would have been if you'd have just made the decision. We've all been there. No shame. It's just shit that happens. Many times, too many times, yeah. I mean, yeah. We've all been there, but we have to learn from that. We have to stop doing that. Okay? Her name is Janice. I can imagine she's Janice, like from Friends. Let's see. What else do we need to know for this week? Ooh, we have 24 stuck in the mud. Look at this elephant. Interesting. I know this is going to be a great message. Hang on. So we had 25 in the Blessing of Power, and we have 24 in the Oracle card. So let's see what it's telling us. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. That would be Wednesday and maybe Thursday, okay? Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. Okay? So think about that. So this is telling you, you can look at the Page of Cups, right, today. Remember how I said, it's similar to the Fool. Like the young people are very curious. They want to know, they want to learn, they want to look around and explore. Everything is magical to them. So it could be today that you're looking around with childlike wonder and you're showing gratitude for everything that you're experiencing in your life. And then Tuesday, you might be feeling a little bit of that stuck in the mud, and it's telling you to like chill, you know, stop taking all of this on, just relax, be still, and know that it's coming. Okay? But you are the one that dictates if it shows up or not, because the universe has to obey whatever it is that you want, because you do have free will. You are here to have an experience. And if you say, I don't think that experience is for me, I don't think it's going to happen for me, the universe has to be like, okay, that's what you want. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Great day for learning, ideas, and clarity. Love it. Let's get some more. And Wednesday, you can also be starting a new project that is going to be something very significant for you or somebody else, okay? So it's just a beginning of something good. Okay. Yours is Linda. Nice. Linda, honey, listen. So you think about stuck in the mud and the Blessing of Power, right? I had to talk about this right quick. So we pulled number 25 first, right? Number 25 is telling you that you have the power. You're in the driver's seat this week, and everything, it's kind of like I just heard all eyes are on you. Not in a don't freak out way. Like, it's just like the universe is like focused on you. There's something significant happening, and so this is exciting, right? But if you allow yourself to struggle, you're going to take a step backwards, because we started with 25 and then we go back to 24. Make sense? So it's like, just allow things to happen. Know that you are deserving. Affirm that you're the luckiest person in the world, and these good things will happen, and it will get you out of that muddy, murky energy. Okay? So I had to, I don't know, it just kept pulling me towards those numbers. So yeah. I have a big meeting on Thursday about my women's travel group. Should be a good meeting. Yeah, good. You always seem to have certain things happening whenever it's like really good, significant energy, Melanie. So that's awesome. Oh, thank you, Sydney. Said hello, dear. Been binge watching your videos. Nice to finally see or be in your life, if I can read properly. I'm like focusing on the cards and reading. All right, what else do we need to know? That's the thing about TikTok. And I was talking to my friend Jenny about it or not this morning, but Saturday. I was like, my personality on live versus my videos is very different, right? Like I have a major sense of humor. I love to have fun, very creative, all that stuff. And it's really hard when you're in a spiritual niche to, because I have a lot of people coming to me that are having a hard time, they're suffering, they're going through transitions and things like that. And it's a very serious thing to deal with, right? And you have to be very careful not to make light of these things because you don't want to offend people, right? But we also need to be able to laugh at ourselves and our situations. So I was telling my friend Jenny, I was like, man, I really need to figure out how to bring those together, how to let people see more of my personality on my videos rather than just my live and in person. Because I get my videos can be pretty serious, but there's so much that I see on social media that is like really detrimental to people. And I have to speak out about it. I've always been that way. I am the black sheep of the family. I'm the one who takes one for the team. I've always been that way. And so, yeah, I'm finding my groove with that, with how to like let y'all see everything instead of just the seriousness of spirituality, because spirituality is supposed to be fun. You're finding your happiness, you're finding your joy. But people that work in it every day, like I do, it can become very serious when you're doing your business. Yes, exactly. Got to find that balance. And I do have that balance personally. It's just y'all don't see all that stuff behind the scenes, Like yesterday, my son was putting together my rebounder, my little trampoline thing. So excited. He offered to do that for me. Wasn't that nice? And we were cracking up during him putting it together. Then he got on it and jumped on it, made fun of me, acting like it was going to be me and stuff like that. So we have so much fun, but can't show all that behind the scenes stuff because I just don't have my camera on me 24/7 because I just don't live that way. But I don't know. I'll find that groove. I'll find that balance on social media. Yeah, my playful side. Oh, I've got a big one. You just got your rebounder? Nice. I'm excited to use it today. You're the same way? Or are y'all talking to each other? I don't know. Melanie and Jamie. Ooh, look, we have all tied up in reverse. It's number 23. Interesting how we're getting these not synchronistic, but these numbers aligning, right? I guess they could be in synchronistic order. That's right. So we have 23, 24, 25. So what if we put those in order? So we have all tied up in reverse. So this signifies you are breaking free, just like the devil in reverse. You are breaking free from everything that binds you. And a lot of it is things that you have chosen. And it's not to make you feel bad. It's not to make you feel guilt or shame. It's just these are decisions that you have made that have kept you stuck, right? So you're getting the opportunity to break free. And then it's telling you to don't worry, just be still and know that good things are coming to you. Thank you for the hearts and everything. Good things are coming. Just be still, relax, and know that the universe is bringing it to you. And then we have, boom, number 25, the blessing of power. Okay? So, that's a pretty freaking interesting lineup we have there. Don't you think? Oh, here we go. We have a troll. Sorry, guys. Hang on. We have a scammer. Okay, got it. Sorry, y'all. There was somebody on TikTok tagging everybody in the comments saying, inbox me, scammers. There's so many pages pretending to be me. I get screenshots all the time, and these people will have like 3,000 followers, even though on every single one of my videos, the videos that these people steal and put it on their page, even though on every single one of my videos I say, I will never DM you for readings, blah, 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 people still get scammed by them. And I'm just like, you're not reading. You're not paying attention. This is what I was talking about at the very beginning. One reason why you're not successful is because you're not paying attention and you're not reading. Okay? I mean, it's true. Not reading a book, not reading emails, not reading contracts, not reading the signs. I mean, there's so much that can be attributed to that. But like these people get scammed and they message me. They're like, oh, this person, messaged me for a reading and I thought it was you. I'm like, I have put it on every single video that I will never DM you for readings. Like, I don't do that. And, they ask for a donation and I'm like, it's not a donation. They're scamming you. They tell you it's a free reading and then they require a donation in order for you to get the whole thing. And then they tell you that you have some black magic being done on you, or somebody's cursed you and only they can remove it. Oh, guys, it's such bullshit. So, anywho, that irritates the hell out of me, but it's fighting a losing battle. All right, let's see what else we need to know. This card, I'm telling you, every time, the majority of the time, community. And we keep getting beat over the head, community. So this is a couple of things. Number one, your tribe is your vibe. Again, if you're dealing with a situation that like comes back up this week and it's something that you have moved away from and it's like inviting you back in, you need to be aware of, is this a positive influence on you? If not, why would you ever go back? Okay? And it's also letting you know that your ancestors are always here helping to guide and support you. Okay? The universe, your ancestors, your loved ones, all of that. They're all here to help you and they're always communicating to you through intuitive thoughts, through other people, and you have to pay attention. Okay? You have to be aware. That's what awareness is all about. Because if you're not aware, then nothing's going to happen and you're going to miss it. Yeah, I know. Community, it's like, golly, every time. Do you ever think the people that message you are the scammers trying to take advantage of a kind person? I have people, there's no way they can take advantage of me. They're just alerting me to fake accounts. But I do have people message me trying to take advantage of me, demanding free stuff, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, no. This might be an unpopular fact, but if you come to me wanting free stuff, I'm immediately going to tell you no. And here's the reason. It has nothing to do with me. The reason is I will never confirm your lack. So if you come to me and you ask me for free stuff, what that's doing is you're asking me to play into your own belief that you are in such lack that I have to give you something for free in order for you to receive something. Thank you for the subscription. Does that make sense? Because if I'm always playing to your lack, then it is just ingraining it more and more and more in your reality that you will never have the money to do something, you'll never have the resources, you'll never have the know-how, and I'm not doing that. I believe that you are abundant. I believe that you can manifest whatever it is that you want. You just have to put in the effort and the belief yourself. Does that make sense? I had to do that. I had to come up with my own money to learn tarot, to learn metaphysics, to learn Reiki, positive psychology, to learn how to do social media. I had to do it all. Okay? I was not gifted stuff. I used to use the, but I'm a single mom excuse, and it got me fucked. To be honest, it got me nowhere because I kept getting scenarios thrown at me that would prove my lack. And it wasn't until I got in, got over myself, and I was like, oh, like I need to stop doing that to myself. And I started just manifesting whatever it is that I wanted, and boom, there it went, okay? So don't expect things for free, because that's affirming your lack. Just manifest the thing that you want, and if it comes to you for free, awesome. If not, then you've got the money to pay for it. Don't get me wrong, I have given out stuff for free, but the person or the persons have never asked me. Okay? I was part of their manifestation. When I feel led to do something, I absolutely do it. I love being generous. Okay? But if you come to me asking me to play the part and and affirming that you're lack and you're never gonna manifest or anything, I refuse. So yeah, you gotta change the mindset. It hits hard right now. I know, girl. I have been there. And I'm telling you, I used to use that poor, pitiful me. I'm a single mom. Things are hard. And I had to stop doing that to myself, because it wasn't hurting anybody but myself, And I'm like, why aren't people just giving me stuff? Why don't they see that I need this? And it's not their responsibility. It was mine to manifest it, to stop affirming that I'm not deserving. And as soon as I stopped doing that, the doors just opened, okay? You can manifest any and everything if it's for your highest good. Y'all are so sweet. You were the same way? Yeah. It's easy to get into that trap. It really is, because let me be honest. Being a single parent is not easy. However, you can change that mindset to be like, you know what? I'm fucking doing it. I'm a single parent. My kids are still alive. They're fed. They're clothed. They have a house. Like, I'm freaking doing it. I'm teaching them to be wonderful people. So it's like, think of all the positive things that you do in life, right? And stop thinking about the negative stigma that comes with being a single parent, because it's not real. That's that devil whispering in your ear going, you're not good enough. You're just a single parent. Nobody wants you. You're supposed to struggle, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have to. And I am living proof of that, okay? I'm telling you, as soon as I stopped that belief, everything changed very quickly, within months, okay? It doesn't have to take 5, 10 years. It doesn't. Everything happened in a few months, and it just kept going, because I was like, oh shit, this is like really happening, and I just kept rolling with it. And you have to stay consistent with it, and those negative thoughts will creep back in from time to time, and those negative people will say things from time to time, and you have to nope, not doing it. Okay, remember, you have the power, nobody else. You. All right. Let's see. Your doors are opening, yes. I have so much trouble changing my mindset. Well, you can do it. It just takes consistency, okay? I don't expect free things, but people offer their help, and it makes me feel so guilty, like I can't do it for myself. You can take the free help, because those are blessings for you. But yeah, you just don't want to be in the mindset of, oh, I hope that they see that I'm struggling and they give me the free help. You know how the mind can start playing tricks on you? I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm just saying, like, oh, I hope they see that I'm struggling and they want to give it to me for free, or this and this and that. And that's what really puts you in lack. But if you're working and you're doing your thing and you're affirming that, you're manifesting this stuff, and somebody wants to come give you something for free, you absolutely accept that, because that is a divine gift. Okay? That's a divine gift, and it could be something physical, it could be a message, whatever it is that needs to like get you to that next level. I use that plus crying if I got stopped for speeding. And, oh, I like that. The devil wears Prada, don't be fooled. That's hilarious. Yes, you are definitely stronger than you know. It took me a long time to realize I am, goes a long way, yes, in this great energy. Or has great energy. Yes, it does. I've had challenges, but I can honestly say I'm in a much better place than I was when you were with someone. Oh, same, Denise, same. Yes, you can manifest weight loss. Absolutely. You got to get your root chakra in check. You're always giving when you can. Makes you feel really good. Give me some monies. He always says that to me. Don't worry people of their blessings if they want to give something to you. Exactly. Don't rob people. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, like I love giving. So if like somebody was like, oh no, I don't sure. And I'm like, no, let me give this to you. I mean, I've given things of significance just because it makes me happy. And this is why I want to be rich, like feel like wealthy, because I love blessing people. I love giving things to people. Like I always wanted to be one of those people that could like, you know, notice a single parent or somebody struggling and be like, here, I got this, or here's you a new car, or whatever it is. Like, oh, can you imagine? That'd be amazing. You got me pink shoes that don't fit, fool. Don't sit there and say I hate them. Flower spirit. He talks a lot of trash in the comments, you guys, but he's full of it. Yes, what you give away comes back tenfold. Absolutely. And it's so fun to see somebody just light up because you gave them something that is meaningful, right? That helps them, or it's meaningful, sentimental, things like that. So let's look. We have flower spirit. It's number 10. So let's read what that says. I know I've gabbed on quite a bit today, but we needed that message. Flower spirit, friendship, soul, tenderness, joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her see the good in all things, especially herself. Let me read that one more time because I feel like we need to let that sink in. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. So what that means is she, provides some support and encouragement whenever they're feeling down and stressed. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her to see the good in all things, especially herself. Talk about, we were just, discussing that with the Page of Cups, right? Having fun, being childlike, looking at everything with childlike wonder. And I was even talking about that, with myself, of letting that shine through in my videos, right? And it's, people love people that are positive and happy and inspiring. But you don't want it to be something to where you're just spouting out BS for views, or you're becoming a doormat because you just want people to like you, right? This person doesn't go down. This energy doesn't go down to the people that are low. They helped lift them up, okay? Tinkerbell, yeah. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss any more comments. All right, let's do the money message right quick. What is our money message this week? What is our money message this week? Ooh, we have beauty. Okay, let's read what that says. There's 3 ways to resonate. Number 1, embrace your unique style and own it. Let the world see who you really are. I mean, hello. It's all we've been talking about, right? Number 2, consider careers doing hair, jewelry, clothing, or any job that enhances others' beauty. So if you've been wondering if that's something that you should get into because you feel drawn to it or you feel inspired, let this be your affirmation, okay? Number 3, Your inner world must match your outer world for things to change. Like we were discussing earlier, if you're constantly going through this negative loop over and over and over again, and you think that you don't deserve to receive, then you're not going to receive. Okay? Abundance and wealth is a direct measure of how you feel about yourself and the consistency of effort that you put into whatever it is you're inspired by or whatever it is you're pursuing. Okay? Let's see. Let's try this deck. Oops. Thank you all for the gifts and the follows and everything. I appreciate that. I can't even read. Good morning. All right, what else do we need to know? I'll do this deck and then we'll do the Rebel deck. And then we'll call it a day. If you missed the beginning of the reading, don't worry because I put it all up on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing. And believe me, you want to see the whole thing. It's freaking good. If you're wanting to learn tarot, you go to the link in my bio and you can check out my tarot apprenticeship, okay? Especially if you're learning tarot, even if you're in my tarot apprenticeship, come to these lives or watch the replay on YouTube because it's giving you ways to relate the cards to real life, okay? It's only going to help you. Oh, that was Reed. My puppy doggy just shook. All right, so we got number 40, nurture. It says, take care of your needs first. Your nurturing will benefit others only if your own needs are met first. Nurture the new in your life and watch it grow. Take care of you. And remember how I said when something good comes in, you have to keep it going. That's nurturing it. You're being consistent with this thing that you want to keep happening, right? Understandably, that you're going to have highs and lows, right? But if you stay consistent, you are showing the universe that, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want to keep coming into my life or what I want to achieve. And you have to make sure that you're filling your own cup first and then you pour out to others, right? How are you going to give? How are you going to be able to be this giver if you're not allowing yourself to receive anything? You know, they say it's better to give than to receive. It is wonderful to give, but you also have to receive. Otherwise, you have nothing to give. Does that make sense? The Green Man Fair, yes, I have not heard back from them yet. So if they don't get back to me soon, then I won't be doing this one. I might be doing the one in September. But yeah, if they take too long, then I'm out. That's just telling me that it's not the right time for me. And maybe I need to wait till September. So I will let everybody know if I'm doing that this weekend, I guess on Friday, or I'll send some information out. But yeah, I haven't heard from them, so I don't know. All right, let's get one from the Rebel deck. You know, Arthur, yeah, I've got his number and everything, and he sent me all of the information, like you had to fill out the form, the application, and he said he would get back with me, and haven't heard anything because I have to pay them for my spot, right? So I'm like, well, if he doesn't get back with me, I was going to text him today and ask, but yeah, it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and that's okay. I'll be more prepared for September. So, all right, so let's see, what does the Rebel deck want to tell us? What does the Rebel deck want to tell us? Oh, it says, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone. And you know why. Remember how we got the stuck in the mud? It's telling you to relax and be still. It says, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone. And you know why. So, if you know why, then you know why, right? And it doesn't mean you have to spend all week alone. It means that you need to take care of yourself. You need to take time to recharge, to where you're like, you know what? I'm putting my phone down. I'm just not answering any texts, any phone calls, nothing like that. And I'm going to take time to myself. Maybe you go take a nice bubble bath or a walk in nature just to have that time to yourself. Because if you don't, then again, you're not receiving. You're not filling your cup back up so you could be prepared to give, right? So you have to take care of you first, and then you can give, okay?